Hey everybody, this is Dave Nasse here at Next Level Guitar. How you doing? We're going to have a great time with our inspired lessons today. What we're going to cover is one of my favorite guitar players and a really popular sound. We're going to use some simple devices to do this today. And this is a great thing. It comes with an ebook that's going to diagram everything that I talk about. We have a great jam track that you can use. It's the one that I'm playing to in this jam, in this lesson. And we're going to have this available for download for you. So you have this fantastic jam track that you can download. We're going to have some great examples, and I'm going to break down my theory and approach to what you can do to achieve the sound of this guitar player. So let's get into it. Let's have some fun today, and let's start sounding like one of our favorite guitar players. I'm going to relate some of the concepts that this guitar player approaches when he's soloing. And a large part of this is going to be around the dynamic that we can make with the guitar. And what is dynamic really classified? We're going to talk about the bends, how hard we hit the strings, maybe where we're picking, all these little things, all these little inflections that we can make on the instrument that round it out to be a very full sounding instrument. You know, we're going to play bass notes, we're going to have lead parts, we're going to have chords, and these are all things that we want to try to keep in mind when we're playing. How do we break this down? Well, the first thing that we're going to do is outline some of the scale shapes and then the two chords that we're playing over for this fantastic jam track, and we're going to show you how we can put those together. So let's do that. We're going to look at our E minor pentatonic scale to start, because we're working with a natural minor tonality of E, and in this jam track we have E minor and B minor are our chords. So let's just break that down. So I'm going to play my E minor pentatonic. What we're going to do different in this lesson is we're going to not always talk about scales as much as we're going to approach chords. And I think when we can look at different chord voicings or various triads on the guitar, and all of which we're going to start with are going to be in E, we then look at the scale shapes that house these chords, and that helps us get our really sweet sound and the colors and characteristics of this player, because if you stick to the scales, you're only going to get part of it, right? So if we look around this, let's just kind of change our perspective and say that this E minor pentatonic scale houses this little E minor triad, and that's going to be really useful to us in so many ways, because with some of our classic licks, things that we do, and of course we'll get into all the vibrato and stuff, but I'm outlining this and I'm thinking, well, I know the scale shapes and the licks that play in and around that, and that's going to be very useful to me. That's one of the triads that we're going to cover.